that look? Hello, justajolt here. I've just seen an amazing video by XtremeGames. DIY Chocolate Nerf Gun. What a great idea! They basically used a Nerf Fire Strike and some other random generic dart shooty blaster. And being as my name is justajolt, I thought it would be a fantastic idea to make some chocolate Nerf jolts. I'd love to try out this idea, but I'm not sure I can do it as well as them. After all, there are two of them. I need a co-chocolatier to conspire with. A cocoa compadre to exchange witty banter with throughout the video, to engage and retain my audience. Mr. T-Rex.
But they have better hair than me!
Better?
Let's do it! You forgot to tell them to smash the like button!
We don't behave like that in this country. However, if you would like to bop the like button with your pinky, should you feel the inclination at any point in this video, then you would have Tactical Tang's blessing. What's that, Tactical Tang? Yes, subscription would also not meet with disapproval. This is homemade Play-Doh, by the way. You make it with cooking oil, salt, food colouring, cream of tartar and water.
I thought it was T-Rex poop rat!
I don't think T-Rex poo is pink.
I've been stamping on it!
Yes, you have.
I am reusing proper branded Play-Doh like the other video!
Austerity, Mr. T-Rex. We all have to pay a price. Ask Theresa May. Thanks to Mrs. Jolt and Little Jolt at number 1, by the way, for making the Play-Doh for me.
This will be epically awesome!
Indeed, Mr. T-Rex. It will be bare proper sickage. Gonna take this Nerf Jolt and just squidge that down in there. Get that all nice and squidged.
So squidgy!
Yeah, that's actually not a bad mould. It's chocolate heat melty time. 1 glass bowl, chocolate in it. Take it out, give it a stir. Put it back in. Beep, boop, 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 boop. You see, if you weren't super lazy like me, you'd probably do it the proper way over a hob. Actually cook it, but anyway. Yeah, I know, I can hear the comment now. XtremeGames did it better. I don't care, I'm British. I kind of got used to the idea that the rest of the world's better than us at stuff. We invented cricket, we invented football, soccer to you guys in the States. I suppose we are good at queuing.
Is the chocolate ready, Jolt?
Yes, Mr. T-Rex, it is.
That really does look like dinosaur poop!
Ever the observant prehistoric reptile. To carefully spoon this in bit by bit. I can see why those guys used syringes. Just gonna dump this in here and see how it goes. Doopy doopy doopa. The singing helps, guys. The singing helps. I think as Englishmen, we just kind of get used to the fact that the rest of the world does actually do a lot of stuff better than us, but let's face it, if it weren't for us, you wouldn't have the Spice Girls, Take That, James Bond. We even invented the sport of ping pong. Ask Boris Johnson. Now that our lovely mould is full of chocolate, let's refrigerate it. Go up there, next to the milk, and just above the cheeky chili and garlic sauce. Well, I think it's time to look and see how our jolt's done. Well, actually, that's not too bad. I'm going to try hacking away at this and see how it looks. You know, I've just spent a couple of minutes filing and chopping away at this, and actually, that's quite impressive. As chocolate Nerf guns go, that's not actually too bad. I didn't actually realise I'd have so much left. Yeah, the Swiss got nothing on this chocolatier. The little one's not too bad either. I'm going to try a Fire Strike as well. That moment when you realise you should have probably put the mould on the tray first. So I'm honestly not sure how this is going to turn out now, because I did kind of have to move this from the table to the chopping board using these, and thanks very much, Mr. Jolt, for your help. I don't have 3 hands, so if this does turn out a little weird, that's why. I cannot believe I'm holding a chocolate Fire Strike. This is unreal. Big shock. People are going to be asking me why there's bits of Play-Doh in my Nerf guns. I'll say, because that's how I bowl. Bowl, get it? Now, I'm going to be the first to admit I've got a lot to learn about this chocolatiering lark, but it sure is fun. Okay, so the shape of the Big Shock's shell means that actually there are a couple of little green bits of Play-Doh that I'm not going to get out of this, which is a shame, but again, overall, that's pretty darn cool. And what's kind of funky about this one is that it looks like there's even less stuff to chop off than the other blasters for some reason. Handling all these chocolate Nerf guns, you should see the state of my camera right now. I did a pocket strike as well, because I wanted to see how this kind of tactile Nerf logo here worked out. I'm gutted because that skinny bit there is just cracked. Honestly, it's a bit of a shame, but I guess because it's so thin and flimsy, a couple of bits of this fell off, which is, you know, it's one of those things, but actually it still looks kind of cool. And you can still sort of see that it says Nerf there, which was part of the point of doing it. Now, I am going to make a point about the chocolate at this point. I did try some of this earlier. The thing is that there's something in the Play-Doh which seems to be leaching into the outer layer of chocolate. The under layer of chocolate's fine, but the very top layer of chocolate now tastes very, very salty. And of course, this Play-Doh is non-toxic. It's all made of non-toxic ingredients, so, you know, it's not going to kill you. They're all stuff that you would eat in food. But I wouldn't recommend eating the chocolate that you make with this because it tastes really salty. I don't know what the effect of Play-Doh is. Maybe I'll try that in another video. Being especially creative with this one, I've tried to match the colours on the persuader with the colours of the chocolate. In case anyone was wondering, dark chocolate burns quicker than light chocolate. I'm risking my house for you. How is that not worth a light?
Never mind the house, my hair is worth a lot.
Imagine filling out the form for the house insurance. How did the fire start? Seriously hope this doesn't break. Go, we got it turned over. Got it turned over. Whew, the moment of truth. I'm quite excited about this one. Wow, look at this. Look at this detailing here. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's not bad at all. That's actually pretty darn funky. See if I can get some of this green off. Do you know what? I'm not going to make green Play-Doh if I do this again, because it's actually quite unfortunate being the same colour as mould. It's clearly not mould, by the way. It's just Play-Doh. Look at that! Even the trigger is the different colour. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Do you know? Oh, you can even read where it says Doomlands, and even sort of see the Nerf logo here. This is amazing. This is incredible. See if I can just dab some of this off. Okay, so I haven't managed to get all of the Play-Doh off, and I am kind of wary of handling this, bearing in mind it is chocolate and it is going to melt, but how cool does that look? Now, obviously, there's a little bit of a mismatch in terms of the colours here, and that's obvious, that's clear, you know, but in principle, that's fantastic. I used the darker chocolate kind of here and here and there deliberately. I got a little bit confused up here, and I sort of thought, well, I'm going to try and use sort of the white chocolate for the orange, and then but even though it's not exactly matched, that still in my mind looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad I did this. Now I guess the next step is going to be finding some kind of a Play-Doh to use, maybe some kind of a recipe for Play-Doh I can use which doesn't leach any of the sort of salty Play-Doh-y goodness into the chocolate. Because can you imagine giving this as like a birthday present to someone? Hershey's wish they thought of that, Cadbury's wish they thought of that, Lindt wish they thought of that, Hasbro wish they thought of that. I know that in terms of how the persuader actually looks, like in real life, the colour's not perfect, but look at that, isn't that brilliant? What that bit there is really close to the way that is. I should have kept that the same colour as the white and then maybe done the brown underneath, but do you know what? That's fantastic. It's even got a little hammer that you can pull back.
Epically awesome, bruh!
That little one's even perfect for you, Mr. T-Rex.
Justajolt thought of that for me, rah!
Okay, so I know this is stretching the definition of what a Nerf gun actually is, but this has been a lot of fun to do. We've got the Nerf Jolt, a Fire Strike, Big Shock, Mini Dart Blaster, Pocket Nerf thing, a Pocket Strike, and a Nerf Persuader. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed making it, and let me know in the comments if there's a Nerf blaster you'd like me to do next. I love the fact that these molds even capture the detailing, not just the little pulley bits for the primer mechanisms. Thanks very much, XtremeGames, for the epically awesome idea.
Don't waste a thought of that!
Please like for any one of the number of reasons I've stated in this video, and subscribe. Click the notifications button too. What's in the stock? Reese's Pieces. I think Reese's Pieces were possibly the first American candy I ever tried and absolutely love them. I love the peanut buttery goodness of Reese's Pieces. I'm almost inclined to say it's the best. It's almost the best. If you've got an opinion on that, please leave a comment below. Anyway, this is Just a Jolt signing off. And before anyone comments down below about wasting food, you and I both know that this is much better for you out here than it is in there.